Let me tell you something. Success in an interview starts way before you enter into that interview room or into that Zoom call. So, what do you exactly need to do to ace your interview? In this video, I'll be discussing on this and more. So, join me. When it comes to interviews, always remember this: preparation is everything. Preparation is your superpower. You have to do some research about the company or organization that you have applied for. I remember back in 2019 when I did my interviews for the organization that I actually currently work for, I did an extensive study of the mission, the goals, what they do. And in the actual interview, when I was asked about that, I was able to divulge as much information as I had. And the interviewers were actually very proud and I actually got the job. Secondly, you have to understand the role or opportunity that you're being offered. I think this is just common sense. If you have applied for a job as a doctor at a certain hospital and they have certain requirements, maybe you're applying as a doctor in pediatrics, that's child health, you need to understand the roles that you be supposed to fulfill. It just makes sense that you do. I mean, what's the point of applying for a job that you actually don't understand? If you go into the interview, they'll ask you questions related to that, and you should be able to have the answers that they need. This just makes sense. Study as much as you can, not just about the company organization, but also the actual role that you're being offered. Thirdly, you need to study common interview questions and know how to navigate them. Every interview has a specific set of questions that they ask. And definitely, you know someone that knows someone that has gone for a similar interview as you're about to go through. It's just easier if you contact that person and ask them what sort of questions they usually ask. You know someone who is doing a job similar to the one that you're applying for. Just reach out to them, ask them what common questions usually are asked in those kind of interviews. Get to practice a little bit with a friend or your family. And when you go into that interview, you know what to expect in terms of the questions that you're going to be asked. It just becomes easier, and it also kind of boosts up your confidence going into that interview. Spend time learning the company's values, goals, and mission. Why? It shows that you're genuinely interested. And don't just memorize, tailor your answers to show your unique fit. Use the STAR method to structure your answers. For instance, if they ask, tell me about a challenge you faced, start with the situation, explain the task, describe the actions you took, and end with the result. Clear, concise, and impactful. So here's an example. In my last role, I led a project to improve team efficiency. So that's the S in the STAR, that's the situation. The goal was to reduce processing times by 20%. So that's the task, the T. I implemented a new workflow and trained the team. So that's action, that's the A in the STAR. The result, we cut processing time by 25% within 3 months. So that's the R, the result. Now that you've prepared and structured your answers, let's talk about your delivery. Now, confidence is key, but a lot of people confuse confidence with being perfect. Confidence doesn't mean being perfect. Confidence simply means being authentic. Maintain eye contact, use positive body language, speak clearly and at a steady pace. Don't be afraid to pose. Now, practice makes perfect. Mock interviews with friends, family, or even in front of a mirror can work wonders. Record yourself and watch for areas to improve. Now, here's a pro tip. Always have questions for the interviewer. It always shows curiosity. What does success look like in this role? What are the team's biggest challenges right now? How does the company support professional growth? Avoid asking about salary or benefits too early unless the topic comes up naturally. Keep the focus on the role and your fit. Interviews can be nerve-wracking, but nerves are normal. To manage them, breathe deeply, arrive early, and remind yourself of your worth. Remember, they invited you because they see potential in you. And when it's time to wrap up, thank the interviewer and express enthusiasm. For example, thank you for this opportunity. I'm even more excited about the role after speaking with you today. Boom! There you go. So to excel in any interview, remember these 3 pillars. Prepare thoroughly, tell your story with impact, and communicate with confidence. Interviews are opportunities to showcase your best self. So own it. If you found this video helpful, give a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And leave a comment below about what some of the interview questions that we haven't even tackled in this video might be. Let's help each other succeed. Thank you and goodbye.